Okay, guys, welcome back to the podcast. This is my first weekly JD podcast episode, and this will be the week's episode. This is about Bricks and Minifigs, aka BAM. And if you're a part of the Lego community, or you are into Lego, anything like that, even part of the community, I'm sure you've heard by now about this whole, what do you want to call it, scandal. So the people at Bricks and Minifigs, corporate, so I'll put it in summarization for you if you haven't heard about it yet, but I'm sure you have. This 82-year-old man with a massive $200,000 estimated value Lego collection, including a Cloud City Boba Fett set. The consignment, they stole all of the Legos to the store and did the consignment. So the store gets a small percentage of what the people pay, what they get from that set, and then they give the rest of it to the guy who brought the sets in. But they are not doing that right now. Neither do they do consignment, and it's not allowed even though they did do consignment. And so now a guy with the name of Reckless Ben on YouTube has been trying to help get their collection back. He's done every possible thing I could think of, and he has been arrested falsely a lot, charged a lot falsely doing this, because, the CEO kind of guy of that Bricks and Minifigs, someone like that, who was in Utah, he and his friend are part of the Mormon Church, and they're involved in Bricks and Minifigs. I think he's the new owner, actually, and he said a lot of not true things about Lucas Ben, that he's possessing of drugs, that he owned the Lego, he stole the Lego sets. Nicholas Ben actually had court papers to serve him with, which he denied. The guy denied, and he said there's a fake, and the cops are like, I don't know what these are, and they called the court, and the court says actually that's an actual case that's not in the court yet. And a lot of people are being harassed at multiple locations, but this is just one location in Oregon, and so a lot of people I've heard there's been death threats at locations too, and quite frankly, Lego has grown so much in the past years since it began in the 1900s, and we're at a point where we are having legal cases and having people arrested for Lego, and it's something that, me and myself as a Lego fan, owning a lot of Lego, picturing that people literally steal Lego just to make money is kind of crazy, because it's a kid's toy. It's what it was meant for. It's meant to be cheap, affordable kids' toy. That's what Christian Christensen said himself. And so the whole scandal right now, so the consignment agreement, Mansell entered into a written deal with former store owner Crystal Law Gorman, allowing Bricks and Minifigs to sell the sets while retaining 35% of profits and returning unsold inventory at the end of the term, which they have not done that yet, because, like I said, the store went into new management, new ownership of another figure, so this change in ownership in November 2024. New franchise owners Brandon Best and Joshua Johnson, these people are the people that are the main villains of the story, took over the allegedly disputed the legitimacy of consignment, claiming it was unauthorized, and that the law governments owed unpaid franchisee fees. So, franchise fees. So technically, they're claiming that they have fees they gotta pay. Well, so the thing about this case is, so the Books and Minifigs Lego scandal is a high-profile legal and public relations dispute centered on a $200,000 Star Wars, I didn't mention it, it's fully on Star Wars Lego collection, consigned to a Salonkizo Odin store in 2023. So this has been going on for about a year or 3 years. The collection, owned by Brian Mansell and his 83-year-old grandfather, reportedly included over 780 sets and 1,200 minifigures, with some pieces worth tens and thousands of dollars. And so that's why they estimated it at $200,000, which we can go in there and say it's probably not worth that much, and probably meet in the middle. But so Reckless Ben, he's a YouTuber. He began documenting the case, alleging the collection was stolen and that Books and Minifigs was engaged in extortion. His videos went viral, drawing millions of views and accusations of harassment, and review bombing, and even stalking of employees. I want to put this out there: if you live near Books and Minifigs, if you're an employee watching this video of Books and Minifigs, if you do, especially with Books and Minifigs at all, good or bad, I suggest don't harass them, don't make threats. Your location is probably fine as it is. It's that one location, and you need to understand that. So really, it's not the your location, it's just the one in Oregon that we know of right now. So they say they don't do consignments, they did consignments, they broke the rule, and so don't harass the employees there, please. I mean, it's getting in hand. So Reckless Ben, he had a lawsuit to take the individual owner, one of the individuals that owns the Books and Minifigs store, to court. He served him he was going to serve him court papers. He was with his server that was going to serve him for him, and so they said, nah, she's not an actual server, she needs arrested, Reckless Ben needs arrested. That's what the individual owner was saying. And so kind of what it is, see, the owner doesn't want to go to court. We can put it firmly on the door. He doesn't want to go to court. That's obvious. Because if he just went to court, he would not be making all these lies up about Ben. So the court says right now the legal question has not been returned as of June 2026, which June 1st was 4 days ago. And so now my opinion on this. Well, we can start off with the Mormon Church that plays a big role, surprisingly, in this, which, in my opinion, is, weird, but people will mix religion with anything nowadays, or cults. So, technically, they're part of, the two owners are part of a Mormon church, and it's against Mormon religion to steal stuff. You go to the After Dark, and it's their quote-unquote hell. And so they went and they showed the video to one of the people that went to the church and knew those guys, and they gave the video to him to go to knock at the door. He was like very young, probably 18 or younger, 20 or younger, and he went, knocked on the door, and you know what one of the owners did? He called the cops on the person he knew, because he knew what he was doing and what Ben was up to. And he's like, it's, the whole thing is weird and crazy at the same time. So the legal, we'll get to the legal stuff. Right now, Reckless Ben is not in the USA. Right now, he fled because, well, it's getting that bad to where they want to arrest him for nothing. Lawsuits. Bricks and Minifigs sued Mansell and Ben for defamation and harassment, which is utterly absurd, in my opinion, and extortion. Alleging a coordinated online campaign, Mansell and Laura Gorman also filed separate legal claims. So we can see that they are actually also suing Bricks and Minifigs. So Bricks and Minifigs suing them. They're suing Bricks and Minifigs. It's a whole thing. Arrests and charges. So in Utah, Ben faced a no bail arrest warrant, which he later fled to Mexico. Like I said, he was out of the USA. He alleging police misconduct and possible ties to the Mormon Church. In the corporation action, Bricks and Minifigs closed the Solemn store and parted ways with Best and Johnson, citing a devastating social media campaign. CEO Eamon McNeef offered to meet the Mansell to resolve the matter and said internal evidence showed the previous owner was grossly negligent. So, right there, that, like I said, Ben fled to Mexico because it's getting so bad where the cops are trying to arrest him for nothing, and he's got a warrant out for his arrest, and they don't have jurisdiction in Mexico because it's not even America. So that is a big news right there. So I mean, there are a lot of people, and I just say this: don't harass your local Bricks and Minifigs. It's getting out of hand, really. And what makes it worse if you don't even play with Lego, like Lego, collect Lego, and you're doing it just out of like the law and the amendments they are breaking. But don't bother them. Don't harass them. If it's that one location, and like I said, they close their doors. And the owner and they've got a lot of ties to the Mormon Church in this case and this whole scandal. And Reckless Ben really didn't do, he doesn't really do other videos, but still, what I would take into consideration, the case is somewhat, well, we can call it controversy, but, you could see Bricks and Minifigs as I've sold them, I've bought from them a couple times, and I wasn't selling my whole collection to them. I'm sure you can go find other videos on YouTube other than this talking about it, probably going into better depth, but this was just something I wanted to do as a podcast episode. And also make sure to go check out my page in Revocable if you're a Lego fan, and if you want to help support my channel and also my account in Revocable, you can go ahead and buy a mock, which would mean a lot. And if you like this episode of Weekly JD, consider liking and subscribing. I would help a lot. I'm at 36 right now, and I'm aiming to reach 1,000 by the end of the year. So if we can do that would be great. If you've got any more other podcast topics you'd like me to talk about, put those in the comments and I will do one. And I'll pick one, whichever one I feel like doing, I'll pick it and I'll do the topic. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next Weekly JD podcast next week, which I'll probably be doing it every Friday. Possibly. So every Friday we'll be doing this Weekly JD podcast. So like I said, if you enjoyed the video, consider liking and subscribing. Share this with a friend. If you know anyone that knows anything about the scandal, if you're friends with lawyers or anything like that, just send this and get their input on what I said. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video or podcast or pretty much anything. And remember, keep on building.